Current beta class changes. Not word for word, not spell for spell, not change for change. Basic overview, because I'm not getting into theory craft. I do not like it. I spent 5 hours trying to explain to a paladin how Final Verdict is basically Templar's Verdict, but pure holy damage. And they were trying to throw random bullshit theory crafting numbers in my face when all I had to do was show them the two tooltips. So, anyways, first class, Blood DKs. Blood DKs, most OP tank, able to solo entire 5-man dungeons. You got nerfed, bro. You got nerfed. Resolve was nerfed for you only, and then they kind of nerfed conversion and upping the runic power because no more initiative, and it costs more runic power to use. So you are no longer OP. So many people are whining and saying that it was, well, it was working as intended, and Celestalon even tweeted, he's like, you know what, they will be very strong the first year. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, they're going to have a very big self-heal, and people are saying, well, they took out too many of our abilities anyways. I mean, what are we going to spend our runic power on? Conversion. I don't see anything wrong with spending your power on a heal as a tank. I don't see anything wrong with that. Frost DKs, a little bit of slow time. It might be Master Frost build, might be making you come back with your 2-piece bonus. Obliterate is going to be dealing more damage. Unholy, still crap. And that's all I can say about Unholy. It's still crap for PvE. Paladins. I love Paladins. I enjoy Paladins. They are really fun. Your level 100 talents are insanely fun. It used to be that I believe it was Seraphim that would change your weapon into the Ashbringer as red, or maybe it was Wrath. I don't know. Either way, they changed that. And you could oh dude, you can line up freaking your cooldowns so well with Seraphim, so well. But it's only a 10-second buff and it costs 5 holy power. You don't really want that because you're going to be spending the next 10 seconds, unless you have Holy Avenger, just gaining holy power. But with Holy Avenger, plus Seraphim, plus Wrath, you will forever be done. I mean, you will be like, oh, boom, boom, Templar's Verdict, Templar's Verdict, Templar's Verdict, with the 30% increase to all your secondary stats, which was freaking ridiculous. I believe that got nerfed. Empowered seals. Seal of Truth. The dot seal gives 30% attack power bonus or 20% holy damage bonus, something like that. Seal of Truth gives 20% movement speed bonus. Seal of Righteousness gives 20% attack speed bonus. And Seal of Insight gives a 3% heal every 3 seconds to 20 seconds, or every 2 seconds to 20 seconds, something like that. You can stack all of these up as long as you have the judgments to do it, and you will essentially get them ticking all together for a short amount of time. Not really worth getting all 4 of them, but I can see where a couple at some point might be useful. And all in all, we got rid of Inquisition and made it into a talent. The other one, Final Verdict. This is for the DPS class as well, because the DPS and the tank specs only share 2 talents. They still have one by themselves. DPS Final Verdict. It is basically Templar's Verdict, but 100% holy power, meaning it's completely affected by your mastery. So it's going to be getting an entire buff instead of a small percentage buff. So that's awesome. For the prop pally, it's Holy Shield, which I think is little OP right now. A 10% chance to block magic attacks, and then every time you block, you deal damage. That's kind of cool. The Holy Paladin. If I'm remembering, I'm not looking at these right now because I need to make sure the video doesn't screw up the recording. But one is basically a second beacon of light. One is basically a heal or absorb, and I can't even remember the other one. 1 second, I've gotta look this up. It's gonna bug the crap out of me. Pallies right now, like their heals, are not very OP. I did Gruel Heroic when there was beta testing, and it wasn't really like too OP. There are still classes out there that are much more powerful. I think right now the Holy Priest and the Resto Druids are in a really good place. Okay, yeah, Holy. Saved by the Light. That's what it is. When you are a Beacon of Light target drop below 30% health, you instantly grant injured target a protective shield, absorbing up to 30% of their maximum health. Oh, that's what Beacon of Insight was. Okay, so I got Beacon of Insight and Saved by the Light mixed up. Place the Beacon of Insight on an ally, increasing their healing received from your next direct single target heal within 1 minute by 30% when consumed, or when the target reaches full health. It moves to the most injured ally within 40 yards. So pretty much this is just uh, Beacon that you can keep it up for a minute. It's an extra healing thing. It seems stupid half the time. Uh, oh, that's another thing with DKs. Your rune generation is pretty much controlled by your level 100 talents. That's all I can say about that. I mean, you will never have to worry about downtime pretty much as a Frost DK. I believe you won't. Anyways. Priests. Disc Priest. Nobody will ever play that spec again. Why? Why would nobody ever play this spec again? Well, for starters, one of your major raid cooldowns, though it has not been removed, Spirit Shell is now a talent. And it's really bad. Really, really, really bad. It's really bad. They would make that a talent so you can't stack it with Power Infusion. Which is complete bullcrap in my opinion. It's it's stupid. It really is stupid because it was so fun to stack that thing with Power Infusion. Now you have like really crappy talents. It's not even funny. Like, oh, okay, it's a shield, so you basically get a 2.5-second cast shield again. Words of Mending, which is stupid. Saving Grace. You don't even want to use Saving Grace because it reduces your heals and absorbs and everything. So Disc Priest is broken. Holy Priest is doing really good. Shadow Priest. You can actually make it to where Shadow Priests don't have to worry about dots. Don't know a Shadow Priest that didn't want dots. I don't know any Shadow Priest that would have asked for this change. Warlocks, fuck you up the fucking couch. Affliction is broken. It is broken. It is severely broken right now because one of your level 100 talents already does what a Shadow Burn. I don't even know the name of the spell, but it does what Seed of Corruption does. Um, Demonology is really cool. They changed up the Grimoire sacrifice. It used to be that it would sacrifice your health to increase crit, and maybe that was just too OP, considering you could also combine that with the new like permanent demonic servitude, which would make your Infernal permanent pet, or your Doomguard permanent pet. Anyways, they changed it. It's now pretty much Grimoire Supremacy, except it also increases your damage. Don't really see much. Charmed Remains on fucking Destruction is bullshit. Everyone's like, oh, it'll only be an AoE bonus. No! No, fuck you. If you are going in to a raid or a dungeon or whatever with a Warlock, prepare to see that motherfucker on top. Because it will just be immolate, 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 conflagrate, immolate, immolate, immolate. Build up all the burning embers and roast every chaos bolt they can. Not fun. Like, wait, we have ads in this pack? I do have 4. Count them, 4 burning embers ready. You know what I'll do? Fire and Brimstone, Chaos Bolt. Top of the DPS meter. Fuck you. So, Warlock's a little OP right now. Demonology actually looks kind of fun. You get Demon Bolt. It's a rainbowy Chaos Bolt. Warriors. They have fixed you, my warrior friends. At least arms, in a way. Warriors now have Rend back, which was like a bleed. They've reworked your 45 talents, I believe it was. I know these are really good. Yeah, here they are. Arms, like Taste for Blood. Rend deals damage, you gain 3 rage. That's great for multi-dotting. Sudden death. It's stupid. Okay, it's stupid. That is the worst talent ever. Slam is really stupid. Change that for Fury? Yeah, they did. Furious Strikes. Wild Strikes cost endless rage. Unquenchable Thirst, but Thirst no longer has cooldown. Heavy repercussions. This is the one I like. Prot Warrior. Shield Slam deals 50% additional damage while Shield Block is active. Yeah, buddy. And then Unyielding Strikes. Devastate reduces the rage cost of Heroic Strike by 6 for 6 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. That's stupid. Dude, who uses Heroic Strike? I mean, HeroicStrike.org? That was kind of cute. HeroicStrike.org was cute. But yeah, right now, Arms Warriors are fixed in a way. They still have problems, but they're fixed. Prot Warriors have always been in a decent place. If you are a Prot Warrior, just go with Enraged Regen. Second win and impending victory are the worst choices. When leveling as an Arms Warrior, you will use Slam. Then you will change. At level 100, you will change because your 100 talents actually choose what level 45 talent you use. I believe that would be the right way to say it. As a Prot Warrior, if you just plan on, DPSing as Prot or whatever, then go with Gladiator stance or Gladiator Resolve, whatever they call it. Otherwise, Ravager. Ravager. There is nothing else that can be said, but Ravager is the best talent, especially for defensive capabilities. Oh, why is Ravager a good talent? Why is Ravager a good talent? 30% parry increase. Boom! Right now, with DPS warriors, there is something called the Storm of Sword spec. It's meh. I mean, everything in it is massive AoE. I believe it's Dragon's Roar, Blade Storm, Heroic Leap, and Ravager. I'm probably missing one. It's probably Whirlwind. All of the big things have 1 minute cooldown, and it is extremely high AoE damage. It's unmatched. Then they've also got a nice single spec burst, which includes Ignite Weapon. So that's cool. So, yay, Warriors, you are now fixed. Congratulations. The Warrior tanking talent, that's anger management. It's like, oh, it reduces your costs for all the rage you spend. I think all the Warriors share that talent. No, don't choose that talent. Don't choose that talent, my friends. I think the next one I tested was the Monk. Monks right now are looking absolutely fucking amazing. Chi Explosion is great for the Brewmaster and the Windwalker in those AoE situations and those oh my god, gotta save my ass situations. The Brewmasters now have a talent that can give them magic mitigation, which is okay. Then they have Serenity, which pretty much unlimited blackout kicks. Mistweavers, you just drop healing orbs, but people don't move in raids, which is retarded. I'd rather have had Detonate Chi, really. Chi Explosion is it's a heal, and it's pretty much just, AoE in the end. And then Breath of the Serpent statue just spins around. Like the Windwalker one, it's I was thinking the bicycle kick from Mortal Kombat when I heard, Hurricane Strike, like you kick a lot. It's just rushing Jade Wind animation pretty much. Druids, they actually went through a lot of changes. Balance got reworked to where the pendulum is always going, always going, always going. Resto, you got nerfed. You did. You got really nerfed. Feral, I mean, Not really in too good of a spot. Guardian is like a 2, 3 button rotation right now, and it's pathetic. It really is. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I can see if they're really powerful, but I wouldn't roll one because I like having fun. Hunters. They change one of your talents to exotic munitions, and I can guarantee you that you can guess what these are. Incendiary arrows, freezing arrows, and poison arrows. What is that? Incendiary, they're explosive, AoE. Freezing, slowing, poison, dot. Yay! All it is freaking terrible. Want to know the worst part about that? If you maximum AoE again. Maximum AoE damage again with the hunter because you can have. Oh my god! Well, I see all those people. I should multi-shot. And I can multi-shot with my dot poison or with my AoE. Come on. Other one is a focusing shot, which is just a cast. It's not. It's stupid. The other one, marksmanship and survival, gets to not have a pet and gain a damage increase from it. I don't really see much of it. I think that might actually be a DPS loss, technically. Stampede has been turned into a talent, which is, it's something less for me to have on my spellbooks. That talent row is really not appealing to me in any way anyways. Actually, what is on that talent row? That talent row holds Blink Strikes and Murder of Crows. Okay, so I'll go with Murder of Crows like I am right now. I love this. They still have Spirit Bond. They still have Spirit Bond. Even if you are level 100 without a pet and you choose Spirit Bond, you suck. You no longer have Aspect, pretty much. They did give you Aspect of a Fox, which is stupid because it allows everyone in your group to cast on the go for 6 seconds. So it's an AoE Spirit Walker's Grace. If you are a hunter, you better know how to use that at the right time because so many wipes are going to be blamed on you. They also changed up the marksmanship mastery, which I think is really stupid. Like, oh, well, it's sniper training. If you stay still for 3 seconds, you'll start building up more and more of a damage increase. On Cruel, if you stay still for more than 2 seconds, you die. Not a damage increase if you're dead. It's mastery stupid. That's all I can really say about that. For the Beastmasters, you get all the special stuff. Like if you have Ferocity Pet, you also get the Bull, so the damage decrease, you get the health increase. If you're and if you're playing as marksmanship or survival, and you're like, oh, we need this pet for this raid benefit, so you need to respec. You need to switch your talent. No, you don't, because you get to choose which one, unless of course it's heroism, in which case you're boned. I wish I would have made notes. Okay, mages. Fire mage. So many crits eventually. They pretty much built in RNG protection to where you will always be able to pyroblast eventually. Frost mages, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You're doing a lot of damage still. Arcane has reared its ugly fucking head again. Arcane Orb. That's it. That's the only thing that makes this class even remotely like enticing for anyone to play is Arcane Orb. Because it just builds up your charges quicker. That's it. The crystal, the prism or whatever of the prismatic crystal is stupid, overpowered, stupid. Like, oh, you know, you can cast arcane missiles and extend your power. And there's kindling, which I don't even look over all these things. Your fireball, pyroblast, inferno blast, crits reduce the cooldown remaining on combustion. Yay, thermal void. Casting Ice Lance extends your icy veins by 2 seconds. Yeah, that's cool. How long is Ice Lance cast again? So I've covered everything but shamans and rogues, and it's been 20 minutes. Okay. The shamans, elemental shamans, go die in a pit. You've been nerfed, but it's okay. It's okay, because enhancement is still overpowered. And even more so now that they're also giving them Sanctity of Battle. Yay! You get more haste. So anyone who has male, you know what? No, 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 no. I was just thinking for a second that I might be screwed if we have an elemental shaman in the group. I mean, enhancement shaman and elemental shaman. Enhancement shaman, I am screwed, but we've already got a hunter, so I'm already screwed. Why do I say I'm screwed? Well, simple, because like everyone else, I do like the idea of getting some loot sometimes. I'm not touching Alfar, thank God, though. Yeah, buddy. They don't have anything that will interest me in Alfar. Resto. Seems a water totem that collects 5% of all over healing. Grants it to the shaman and spell power. Okay, that's awesome. Storm elemental totem. Okay, so it's a storm elemental totem. Totem that heal. High tide. So chain heal bounces to 3 targets affected by Riptide and no longer diminishes in power. That's kind of cool. Only one shaman that's going to go with that. Rogues, I don't even have to look at the rogues for this because it doesn't change. Death from Above is currently killing every rogue that uses it because they choose the worst time to use it. If you have a boss like standing off to the side, they will use it and fall. And it sucks. It really sucks. It is absolutely powerful. The most powerful talent they have right now. I don't know if they fixed the animation for the Shadow Clone pretty much, but there was no animation. It's fine. It copies all of your abilities. It's cool. Venom Zest, it speeds things up because all melee has been slowed down. Even the Windwalker has been slowed down in some way. Oh, that reminds me. Mistweavers have gotten pretty much every DPS cooldown from all the other classes. Yay! They now have Keg Smash and Rising Sun Cake. Because they totally need those. Well, they've also got a new stance for their form of atonement healing. You also get a lot of people complaining right now because they took away active mana regen for like all the classes because like, oh, you think active mana regen is actually more powerful than it is, so we have to get rid of it. Well, no, it was as powerful as we thought, if not more so, because people were not touching their mana. I could heal originally without fucking worrying about my mana. I was at 100% like all the time. I never dropped below 89. Um, it was pathetic. And the only class I ever healed on was Paladin because I like Paladins and fuck the rest of them. It was stupid. It's like, oh well, we're taking out active mana regen. Cool. People are complaining that the monks still have it. They're like, oh, it's not fair that monks keep theirs. Dude, the class is designed around Manatee. Manatee is a main aspect of that class. You can't just take it out. Anyways, that's all the class. Like that's class changes pretty much. I've only touched on them. I don't really want to do more because it's retarded. Like it's still subject to change. So maybe they'll break warriors again.